Warning. This show is recorded live and is presented unedited. It is not safe for work. Anyone lacking a sense of humor, young children, my parents, or anyone who would confuse our on-camera characters with the people we actually are in real life.
Alright.
Hey folks, 13 here, and we're about to code in Space Engineers. We're going to play around with the coding block. Joining us through the magic of the internet is Mad Mike from Mad Mike on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe, participate. Always remember to share. Do the important stuff that keeps this show going and this channel growing, and enjoy. And I forgot the background music. There it is. That's sad background music.
But we all hummed it in our heads.
That's better. Yay! That's happy. That's happy background music. Okay. Now everything in the universe is right. Okay, let's load into this thing. So how's it going, Mike?
Yeah, good. How's things with you?
Good. Not enough coffee. I think I need more.
Yeah,
coffee.
I'm just organising some. One of my minions working on it.
There's this brand of coffee that my in-laws get for me, and it's called Bustelo, and it's like super fine ground. Half the time my coffee maker just completely revolts and coffee pours over the coffee filter down into the pot and makes a complete mess. And then I take the coffee filter out and I clean it out, and it's one of those reusable kinds. So I wash it out and then I pour the whole pot back through it into another container, and then I wash it back out and I pour it back through into the original container, which is now washed and good, and I put it back in the coffee maker. So it's like, you know, triple filtered coffee. And even then, at the bottom of my coffee cup, I end up with this kind of coffee sludge.
Black sludge, yeah. Yeah, I spent a few years growing up in Cyprus, so quite used to Turkish coffee.
Nice.
You know, the espresso, the proper, it's almost like you could cut it with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Type of coffee, blow your socks off.
Yep, yeah, the best way to get remembered by an espresso girl. And if you don't have espresso girls where you live, then your youth is not going to be as good as mine was. But
we just got our first drive-through Starbucks, though. I'm important to my daughter.
Starbucks is alright. We got these, like, Starbucks doesn't own them. It's just kind of random people that own the coffee stand that you drive through.
Mm.
And some of them have scantily clad women. And that's not a bad coffee scene.
I think I see a video with exactly the same thing where one of the girls was doing a ghost pepper challenge. Nice. That's what she was doing. She was on a little barrow serving coffee.
Yeah, yep.
Before she took the pepper.
That's what they do. It's
Well, where was we with this programming then? We was talking about opening and closing instead of on and off, weren't we?
Yeah. We were. I don't know if I did the documentation. I don't know if I found in the docs what I needed. I think I did, actually, yes. No, we have a program that works. We need to close all the doors, and then we have to flip them and then check all the doors to see if any opened. And then we also have to continue to talk to the audience about what the code does, because we have the code on another screen, the non-Space Engineer screen, in Notepad++, and we're using that to learn a little bit about what the flow of the code does. So as we shape the different programs that we're going to use in our computer, which we're going to rename today, boom, let's go in, let's give this thing the name it's supposed to have. It's supposed to be called Friend or Foe. That's the name of our computer. Our computer is named Friend or Foe. I like it like that, camel cased. Actually, that's not camel casing. I think that's Unix casing. I don't know. We use different ways to distinguish spacing and variables, and this is my favorite one, but usually the front letter is not capital. I think that would be comical to actually not capitalize it just because. Yay, programmer humor, only I'm applauding. Okay.
You got it, yeah.
So let's go into edit And actually, let's not do this yet. Let's not do this yet. Let's get all of our doors. Every door. Here we go. That's called storage door. Oh no, somebody started naming doors. What an idiot. It must have been me. Okay. I was an idiot for naming that. Actually, my naming convention on everything is wrong. For instance, where this light says main corridor light, no, because now my lights are spread all over the place. So I should have named it light main corridor floor, and then all the lights, the light disco light main corridor floor, they all come up all together and really just corridor. I'm gonna have to go rename everything. That's what this episode's all about. No, it's not. But
well, if you like menus and lists, then Space Engineers is the game for you.
Yeah, I may do it some other time though. I'm gonna close every door. Every door is closed. Wait, when it's highlight, it's true, right? Can you look at the doors and tell me if they're open or closed?
I'll be in a second. It's downloading pretty quick.
Oh, for some reason I felt your presence here in Space Engineers and you weren't here. Now it's all very scary.
As long as you don't tell me you're my father, I'm alright.
I'm gonna program a poltergeist into friend or foe here. Friend or foe is the main computer that's gonna run our ship. There will be more than one friend or foe because I think one computer can control one program at a time. And I might
should have given it a woman's name. Should have given it a woman's name.
Well, I think we're gonna have friend or foe. Sorry, we're gonna have friend, foe, friend or foe, friend and foe, friends or foe. For those of you who know, or in the know, what that means, and so we may have these different computers that have control over different things, and friend and foe may be in control of, say, the engines, and the engines on a very small percentage of chance will do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, sounds good. There is actually, I was looking through Steam the other night, and there is actually a virus you can give your ship.
Nice.
It will like get rid of the names of everything, so you can't even get control. It will spin your gyros, fire your thrusters, lock your doors, and do all kinds of weird madness all in one go.
Well, I think for the interest of the game, oh, you're not in yet. I'm looking at a non-screen. I'm just talking like an idiot. I'm gonna go look at the doors. My brain works funnily sometimes. I have to walk like 20 feet away. They're open. Okay, they're open. So I'm gonna go test that switch again. I forgot how the switches work for some dumb reason.
You put doors in those little side rooms as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I put doors everywhere. Okay, now let me see again. Give me any door. Alright. That doesn't make sense to me, but apparently when it's black, it is open. Or no, yeah. Black means pressed. So now we're going to close them. If that's true. They're not black, but blanked. I feel like that's unactivated. That's what I feel like that is. And that's why it confuses me. No. They're not behaving. The doors are not behaving. Oh, you damn doors. Are you working?
Yeah, you might have to switch the block back on again.
No, they're working. I don't have to go back up there to mess with the doors either. That was also a silly
thing
to do. Okay, so that's that one. Let me... Oh, this would have been the right way to do it to begin with. I am a silly man. Once again, it's as if it's my job. Oh, it is. It's my job. Awesome. I'm doing my job well. I'm doing my job for you. I am a silly man. Okay, so they're all closed. And if I turn that off, they work anyway. Okay, that's open, that's on. They were off. They were off. Okay, they were off. They're all on now. So if the program we wrote before is indeed working on them, one of them will be closed somewhere in the ship. And if we run along here, and with the help of Mad Mike, we'll have two of us to run along the corridors.
It's my former job, yeah, door runner.
They should all be open, and they are all open so far. Yep, okay. Oh, is that, oh, I passed it. Is that one open? Yep, you can see right through there. Okay, that's open. Yep, that's open. Yep, and that's open. And we got all kinds of different shaped rooms, which I kind of like that in the ship, because we can have a hierarchy among the racers and the engineers as to what kind of rooms they get to be in. Another constantly bit of shifting fun. Oh, I didn't check the other corridor. The things that we do work now. The things that you do as a programmer. The ones that just open onto space are so creepy. I need to put those rooms back there. It's just like, ah, no. Oh man, my voice is gone. It's been a rough day. I wore myself hoarse, yelling at...
You should get your voice insured, mate, if you can claim on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. For those days that I can't work. I have insurance, my own kind of workman's comp.
Yeah, and then what'll happen is they'll look at all your videos and give you supplements, mate.
Yeah, they will.
There's your compensation.
Yep, they will. Actually, yeah, in a way, you don't know how right you are, and now I'm very sad. Okay, folks, so let's take this moment to say that we're actually slipping away from 400. So if somebody can just subscribe, get your buddy to subscribe. You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. You dangle 400 in front of me. I think all of you are in conspiracy with each other. You all get together and eat potato salad, and you laugh. You watch my videos and you go, ha ha ha, he's a very talented man. But we will hold him just shy of 400 forever. And I know, I appreciate all the efforts you go into on my behalf. And maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay that we just stay right where we are forever. As long as you continue to meet and have your potato salad, I think we're all good. Nothing needs to be changed. Go about your business. So, let me double check this to see if it is. Alright, so I was trying something kind of stanky here. That's not, no, that wouldn't work. I bet it would be something closer to, if this system is programmed like the last system is, then if I turn these to open and close, then it may work. Let's check that code. It compiles. So open and close may be options. Let's run it now. And now we'll go check our doors. I may have actually messed it up that way anyway. We need more gravity generators on this thing. Or the gravity generators need to be turned up a bit.
Just widen the field a bit.
We won't run out of fuel in this mode, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to
save on that one.
Gravity generator and fire those up a bit to make working easier. Both of you. Think you should be in a block called gravity generators. Hey, Silver is on, watching the stream. How's it going, Paul? You're gonna learn a little bit about the programming block today. That's wonderful. You're welcome to come in, Paul, by the way. If you want to come in, you're welcome.
Yeah, Paul, get in here.
Yeah, come on in, Paul. Let me send you a chat link. Hold on. He may have actually, no he didn't. Okay. Let me see. Is he even on? He's in Robocraft. I'm going to send him a message anyway. Alright. There's Paul. Okay. Paul will not be a distraction at all while we're doing this. Okay, good.
No, not at all.
Now we're on the ground. We are securely on the ground. Now let's look for these doors.
Oh, I was really looking forward to driving this big drill ship right through an asteroid.
Well, we're going to make this whole ship into a drill ship. A transforming drill ship of awesomeness. It does not look like I accessed the doors. But then again, it could be one door in all of these doors that just switched. And I didn't completely change the code. And I started changing the code before we ever got done going through the explanation of the code, which is a bad on me, but it's one of those things that code leads me to do. I get really curious about kind of poking at it and seeing what breaks. And when you have code that actually affects your ship in Space Engineers, maybe I really gotta poke this code. Oh my god, I gotta poke the code. I got a programming buddy. A buddy of mine who makes games also built the Titanic he might not play with us though. He's a politician. And I don't know if he would play with us. Because we're not...
I don't find many politicians playing games.
We would not be good to a politician's political career, I'm afraid. Just association with us could be taken wrong. But then again, he is the right kind of politician. He's a libertarian. He should be able to game with us. If a libertarian can't game with us, who can game with us? But
yeah,
anyway,
we're all screwed, aren't we?
he built... I should just talk all about him and screw him anyway, because then he's connected to us. Just give his name, run a political campaign for him through my YouTube channel. That'd be actually kind of fun. You know, if you're out there watching this, you know who I'm talking to. Maybe you should just come on and help us build... He built the Titanic in Minecraft, and it was super... He did it based on the original plans. So it had...
Yeah,
it was a scale model. It even had, like, the bacon room in it. He gave me a tour. He was like, this happened in this part of the ship in the movie, and this happened in this part of the ship in the movie. I was amazed. Okay, now, action base name. Let's change this. Let's just change everything about everything. Let's just poke at this code. I know I'm supposed to be explaining to you what the code means with the coding screen, but I really just want to poke at the
that's
code
okay.
a little bit.
I'll follow on the rewind, so to speak.
Well, no, I mean everybody out there.
Oh, so everybody can see.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be talking to everybody about code. They all want to know how this is done. I just can't help but poke at it to see if this is going to do anything.
There's a little bit of apathy on the forums at the moment about code. Most of them are sort of like just not, like they just want to play the game. They don't want to code.
Yeah.
They're quite happy to just go on the Steam forums and just grab someone else's and not even know or understand what's going on with it.
Yeah, I guess that might be true. If we could make it interesting, though. I just got a message. I want to check my doors. I think I screwed my doors up. Oh well, if anybody out there in the audience knows why my doors are not opening and closing, am I getting the command wrong? Because I thought I had it right, but I'm beginning to feel mocked by my doors. Nope, not a single door cooperated with me this episode.
I'll go check in a sec. Oh, so I was just doing these windows, sorry.
Oh, no, I just checked them all. They're all bastards. There's nothing good going on with those. Paul's not in the game yet, or chat, right? Fuck those doors. Alright, I need to see if Paul just messaged me on Steam, though. Oh, he said can't in a sec. So I guess he could have for one split moment, but then he couldn't because it was a second later, so now he can't. Because he says can't in a sec, right? So that's the only thing that makes sense to me there. Alright, folks, well, let's take a look at what the code is supposed to do when it does do what it does do when it's turning the lights on and off randomly. And to do that... Oh, excuse my voice. I'm really sorry, guys. It's not immortal. and I actually used it up earlier foolishly. So we actually got this far. I know, because it's the highlight line of code, right? So we're back to just creating a value here. It's a boolean. A boolean is an on-off value. It's either true or false. It's binary, like my name, 13, although I use letters instead of numbers for one of the numbers. So we have two boolean values that can be true or false. All on equals true. Anytime this value shows up, let's see where it shows up. Anytime it shows up there, it's going to make true whatever it's doing. So this is the one this is the one thing I've never seen in code. I don't quite understand. This line takes a boolean and equal to would suggest to me that it's combining these somehow in a logical manner. And then it says blocks I, which means we talked a little bit yesterday about the concept of the list, right? So the list was the boxes of underwear. I represents one of those boxes, and the boxes start being numbered with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right here in this loop, which we'll get to, we count up from 0 to a certain number, and we look at each one of those. So we do something to each one of those. We're gonna have to figure out. We'll get to that in just a half a second. But anyway, where these Boolean values show up, they represent the concepts of true and false. Literally, true is put into on and false is put into off. True and false.
Yeah.
So for this next line is a loop. This and these brackets, this statement and these brackets are a loop. Anything that happens inside of these brackets will happen as many times as are declared in this loop. So in this case, we're using a for loop, and we declare a value. See, this line right here is like all of these other places that we put in the kind of variable we're going to create. We give that variable a name, and in this case we go to value. So down here we create a kind of variable called an int that stands for integer. Integers are the counting numbers.
Yeah.
I believe you can have negative integers. Yes, you can have negative integers as well. So they're the counting numbers and their negative counterparts. We're going to call this one just I. It's going to give it a short little name. I know it shows up all over the place, but these eyes are in a different scope than these eyes. A scope is created when you make a loop so that this variable that you're creating right here exists just in this logic and nowhere else. So you can do this int I statement multiple times, and the I will only exist in this area. Or when it reaches this for loop, it resets. I don't remember which, but you get the same effect. And then here you take I, and you say as long as I is less than the value that's stored here, blocks.count, something should happen. And then the last thing that will happen is that I will be increased by 1. So we go through this loop, the number of blocks.count, and blocks is our list, and count is a little bit of information on the list that says how many boxes of underwear there are, if you're following our analogy from yesterday. So we're going to go through this list that number of times, and then for it looks like this happens. See, I don't understand this. Oh wait, maybe I partially do. We're adding false to the concept of an or and, an or equals. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to take a very boring moment to look up C# and OR equals, because I have no idea what an OR equal sign is doing at this point. I should look up operators, assignment operators. Here we go. I got a good C# reference. I got the operators. I just haven't used such an operator in a grip of time. I have no... In expressing using the OR equal assignment or equal assignment operators such as x or equals y is equivalent to x equals x or y. So let me think about that. Let me think about that. So when you have OR, you have true. If A is true or B is true, then the circuit is true. So if you have a positive anywhere, you have a positive value. Except that X is only equivalent once. The OR operator performs a bitwise logical OR operational on integral operands and logical OR on Boolean operands. So it's a logical OR because it's on a Boolean operand. Says the OR equals operator cannot be overloaded directly, but user-defined types can overload. Okay, that doesn't help very much. And then they have a little coding example I'm just going to look at for a second and see if I can see if this is doing what I think it is. Because I think it's just going to make a completely positive circuit right there, which if this would be... Yeah. Yeah, is that storing that? If this is... So as I understand it, if this is true at all, this value, whatever this value is, we'll identify that in a second. But really what's happening here is this is just saying, if this is equal to this, you know, like 2 equals 2, if that's true, then, because it's not a direct equal sign, but then again, this isn't a branching place, so what good would it do in a single line to say something like, you know, 4 is equal to 2 if you can't go anywhere with that value? Let me look at the piece of code. I'm sorry that might not be the most interesting moment. Go ahead and have this code on the screen for a minute, and I'll grab this piece of code. Actually, I don't want to show you that piece of code because I don't know if that would be okay. Let me just look at this real quick. That equals that. That equals that. A. Okay. Hold on here. Yeah, that makes no sense to me. Boy, I'm not sure what the OR equal sign is doing here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go play with this in code in another venue. To understand what it does before I can explain what it does. Now the result, I know what the result of it is, and that is that these pieces of logic account for the randomization that's being that's occurring with the lights. Hold on. Oh, that might be why it's not... Oh no, I changed that elsewhere. I'm silly. So there's the on-off. Action name, that's the base name. That creates on. Yeah, the opening and closing must just not work as I think it works for those actual terms.
That's
I'm
a
just
shame.
not sure why the compiler is picking that up.
That's a
But
shame. It would have been nice to get to the bottom of it.
We'll come back to the explanation of code, and I will play around with or equals and equals. Those are things that I honestly have never used in code before. And then for this section right here, let me bring this back up. Man, I got a frog in my throat. Let's see. Let me bring this section back up, and I want to go to another page that I have over here where I have information on what things are called, because I do want to see what I can find. Let's see. Okay. Now I had the door blocks up. Let's see. Battery, beacon. These are the things I can turn on and off that I found the doors. Here we go. So there's the door. Open, close. Yeah, that should be... Oh, no. I see what I did wrong. Okay, it's not called open, close. It's just called open. Okay.
Open, true, or false, yeah?
Okay. Yeah, I'll get back to figuring out what that or and operator is, guys. I'm sorry I didn't have that all ready for you. I thought I understood what the next lines of code were doing, but apparently I did not. Oh, wait. Okay, this is back to on, off. That's not what we want. Oh, no, that is what we want. On, off. Okay, on, off, not open, close. On, off there. And open. Oh, no. So that wouldn't be open. That would be open, on. I think. Let's see. Okay, let's check that. Are you in the ship?
Yep. Near enough.
Press this a couple of times and see if we have the doors all mixed up.
Heading in the corridor now.
Yeah, I think it worked. Here, go ahead and hang out in there and I'll push the button. I think we fixed the code. Yay! The whole episode is not the worst thing ever.
So it's open, true, or false then, basically.
Yeah. Is it doing stuff?
I'm moving down and having a look. Everything's shut.
Okay, they're not opening or closing.
No.
Oh.
I can't see the rest of the doors, but corridor, that's shut.
Well. Weird. We did get them to react. Let me open them all, and then, because they may just all be closing, and that
They
would
may just be
suggest-
closing, yeah.
Yeah, that would suggest that we did do something, but not what we expected, and that's programming. That's called a logical error instead of a syntax
Yeah, garbage
error.
in, garbage out, basically.
Yeah. Okay, are they all open now?
Yeah, they're opening.
Okay.
Yeah. They've done
Hello.
that.
Hey, how's it going, Paul? I'm gonna run the
Hi, Paul.
program. Let's see what they do.
Okay.
Right, they all shut.
They all shut. Okay,
They all
so
shut.
the logic is not making them all open or shut. You know, I don't know how they're doing this, but I bet you I could make this happen in a way that I do understand. And we should just do that. Should we just do
From
that?
scratch.
Well, not from scratch, but like, okay, let me think how I would do this. if I wanted to randomly open or close a single door. And I like that concept because it's a ship full of doors. So one of them randomly opening and closing is kind of like the friend or foe concept we were talking about earlier.
Why don't I see your game?
What do you see?
Huh?
What do you see?
I click on friend game, but it's nothing there.
Refresh it, maybe. I've had that before.
It's not happening. It's not getting on.
I don't know. You're my friend. I don't know what to tell you, Paul. It's available to everyone. Everyone who is my friend.
Weird. I'm just reset my game.
Okay. Let's see. So what do we got here? We clear it. We do the
Did you
list of blocks.
Did you update the game?
What's that?
Did you update the game?
Update what game?
The Space Engineer.
Space Engineers has been updated, I think, since the last time I saw you on, anyway.
Yeah, I only ran it a half an hour before the show. It would have updated it, wouldn't it? Or would it not have?
Yeah.
No, you
no,
need
it
to
wouldn't.
you need to reset the Steam to update it. So probably that was the problem.
Well, I'll have to do that later. The episode's only got 10 minutes anyway, so...
I got in okay. Can you see a camera on your list of things? 13?
Control then.
Yeah, I can affect cameras. I can affect cameras. I'm gonna actually comment out a large portion of code here. I think.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Okay, Paul. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Right, see you later, Paul.
See ya.
You're not going to come and help me put some thrusters on? Or not?
Yeah, I figured he would build on the ship, but
Yeah, maybe it's the code talk. Frightened him off.
maybe. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
hoping
yeah,
if I put a
maybe
camera in the hallway, you'd be able to see the doors, but you won't be able to.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't got the angle.
Hmm.
Now we've got some doors open here and some doors closed.
Oh, do we?
Yeah,
Okay, that's what it should be doing.
good. That's what it's doing. And it's not turning the blocks off and on, which is important.
Here, I'm gonna run
Yeah,
it.
there you go. They just closed again. Yep.
Okay, so we do have them randomly opening and closing.
It is a bit spooky.
Yeah, are they? Can you go up the computer terminal and open the code block and just hit run?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Do they all open and close, or?
Yeah, they should do. Well, they were. I think they were random. You can do it from here. You know that.
Oh no, I don't. Go for it. I did not know that.
Find it.
Maybe you can.
Code. What's it called? Programming block.
Oh, friend or foe?
Oh, friend or foe. Okay. I couldn't find it. Got it. Just put FR in, it comes up, and then run.
Yep. Yeah, remind me to keep a copy of that code somewhere that we use on the computers, because it would suck to have somebody destroy all the code and have to reload it. It did not do anything.
Yeah, any button panel on the ship will control all the systems of the ship,
Okay.
basically. So you can go to any door or anywhere and just access the whole ship's menus.
I see.
Oh. Camera don't work though for some reason.
Yeah, I don't see anything opening or closing. Weird.
Let me run it again.
Well, what we had was we had them opening, but they would all close, right? Or sorry,
Yeah.
if they were open, they would all close.
Yeah.
So that's what I need to fix about it. Is
So it's not opening and closing, it's just closing at the moment. By
yeah,
looking
it's
at
just closing. Yeah, so let me fix that. Let me see how I would fix that. You know, if you don't understand the code, write your own code. I'll have to look up what that or equal stuff is doing. But I think I can figure out a way to...
How are we for time?
Probably not long enough for me to code
I got
this.
45 minutes on mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, man, I'll go and have a look as well. I'll go up and have a look and see what's what. Because I personally would like to be able to get a code off the Steam Workshop, but then change things to my suit, to what suits me.
Yeah.
You know, so I can actually get it to operate what I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
So
and if things like this open, close, and on and off, and you know, it helps to know what you're doing with that.
yeah.
Even if you don't know C#, it's still useful.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And so far we were able to turn code that turn the lights on and off into code that
Into code that close the doors open and closed. Yeah.
yeah. So
They're working. They're opening and closing.
oh, that was me opening them. I'm gonna run the
right.
program real quick and demonstrate that it does close them.
That closed. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something about the logic. Actually, it didn't close them all.
No, it just seems to work on a few.
But
It
if
seems
you-
to select a few by random and then.
Yeah, but if you keep doing it, eventually they're all closed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just
I'm
have,
gonna.
just have to put it on a timer block maybe and put it on a loop. I don't know. There should
Well,
be a loop built in though.
I don't feel good about running code that I don't completely understand what it's doing. So now that I understand how to get a hold of things and how to command them, I can write my own logic. I just didn't understand exactly what was going on with them to begin with. Now there's some I need to do some thinking. What I want to write is I want to write a program that will randomly pick any door and open it or close it depending on what its original state is. And that's the kind of thing that Friend or Foe is going to do. It'll... Obviously, you don't need the computer to play the game. You don't need a programming block to fly the ship around. So Friend or Foe
I think I might start calling your computer Fifi actually.
It'll be
Now
one of the
remember.
bastards. It'll be... Friend or Foe is going to be one of the bastards. Friend or Foe was a targeting computer that, you know, nobody ever decommissioned, and it just got a little surly. So anyway, we've made some progress. We've made actually tremendous progress because I understand now the connection that the code has with what's going on with the game pieces and how to move them. So now we can start thinking about what we want to do with it. Our first thing is going to be to randomly open or close one door on the ship, and that's going to be part of the Friend or Foe program. But if you guys think of something that you would like to see the programming computer do, then let us know. We might not do it right away. It might be one of those things that we kind of build towards, depending on the complexity of what you're looking for. Somebody may ask the ship, I want the ship to transform into Sailor Moon. And technically,
And on
I
a
might
side
be able
note-
to do that, but...
On a side note, you know, you're almost ready for flight, you know. Apart from the
yeah.
shell. We're going to have to take this out for a spin, you know that. We've got to take it out for a test drive.
Well, when she's done.
No. So
No,
what you
no.
do is, when you're building something like this, you have to build the chassis and then you've got to see how it handles. See if you need to tuck a few more gyros away, you know, more thrusters, and then you put the shell on.
Ah, but once you put the shell on, doesn't it change the flight characteristics?
Yeah, a bit, but once you put the shell on, it's going to be much harder to... Oh, well, no, I'm just eager to fly it, man. That's all.
Yeah,
Don't listen to me, I'm just eager to fly it.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So I did that with the model aircraft once. I had a model aircraft and I was just way too eager to take it out and fly, and it weren't quite ready, and it died horribly on power wires.
Yeah, we've all done it. Thanks so much for
I
joining us,
loved for
folks.
about 6 months. It turned into 5 minutes of flight.
Comment, like, subscribe, participate. Always remember to share. Do the important stuff to keep this show going. and this channel growing. And we'll see you next time. And next time we'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for PlanetSide. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining us, Mike.
No worries, mate. I'd want to understand it myself, you know.
I forgot how
Oh,
to
like I
blueprint the ship.
I'd like to be able to take someone's Steam code and then adapt it to